Hi, third graders. So today in our world geography lesson, we're going to be learning about the seven continents that are made up around the world. So there's seven continents, and these are just kind of the big places where all the countries are in. So we're going to start with the first continent, which is North America. This is the continent where we live in right now, and we live in the state of Kansas. So in North America, there's many countries like United States of America, Canada, Mexico, and some others. But we live in the United States, and within the United States, there's 50 states, and we live in Kansas. Um, so yeah, and this is on the bottom right-hand side. There's a picture of the American flag, which is the United States flag, which is what we use today, and you'll see around. So the United States, or the North America, is the first continent we talk about today. Moving on to the second continent, which is South America. South America is the fourth largest continent out of the seven. And from the pictures, the bottom middle, it's kind of like some trees and a swoosh. That is a picture of the Amazon rainforest, which I think is awesome. And the Amazon rainforest is huge. It goes throughout all parts of different countries in South America. And I just think it's a big landmark of South America and what they're kind of known for. As well as there's a pictures of some of the flags of the countries of South America. So there's Argentina's flag, Brazil's flag, Ecuador's flag, and you can take a look at the other ones. Now moving on to Australia. Australia is a continent that is known for two animals, kangaroos and koalas. These are kind of important and very sacred, not sacred, but definitely really only in those continents. These animals, there's only one place in the U.S., which is where we live in, where koalas can be found, and that's the California Zoo, the San Diego Zoo. But other than that, Australia is mainly in some other zoos, but mainly in Australia, which I think is pretty cool. And then also they're known for the Sydney Opera House, which is a major landmark of that continent. So moving on to the next continent, which is Europe. Europe is the sixth largest out of the seven continents, so it is one of the smaller continents, but it is made up of a ton of countries. There's a map on the left-hand side, so you can kind of just take a look of like France, Ukraine, Turkey, Sweden, Finland, Switzerland, there's so many. So I just want you to think, if you could visit one country in Europe, where would you go to and why? But we'll be doing an assignment with that later on this semester, so just be thinking about that. And then on the right top hand picture, it's a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and then the bottom picture is of a Colosseum. So Europe just has a lot of history, and it's kind of cool because it's unlike anywhere else in the world where you can just travel really quickly and cheaply with flights, trains, and you can visit so many different places. So I've never been to Europe, but that's somewhere I definitely want to go to. Moving on to Asia, our next continent. This is the largest continent out of all seven of them. Has many languages being spoken, but the most common are Chinese and Arabic. And on the left, I have the picture of a Chinese symbol for like all the letters of the alphabet. So like A, you can see what A is and B is. I thought it was just cool to compare. And then there's a map in the middle of the page, and also there's a picture with some of their soups, or some of their more known foods. So there's like octopus, dumplings, soup with shrimps, kimchi. I just thought it's very interesting because I've never really had any of those foods. So moving on to Africa, which is the next continent. This is the second largest continent, and many people don't know this, but it's known for Egyptian pyramids too. Many people usually get this wrong, but yeah, the Egyptian pyramids are in Africa, and they're kind of known more for lions, giraffes, kind of that sort of. And then I also just attached a map of Africa as well, so you can just see all the different countries within Africa, how big it is. And then on to the last continent, the last one of the seven is Antarctica, and this continent is the coldest, and I think it'd be kind of depressing and sad to live there, even though it would be beautiful and amazing, but it would just be cold. year round, and it gets so dark in the winter too. So I think that would be a different lifestyle than what we're used to here in the U.S. But also, it's known for the South Pole, so that's kind of cool. And then I attached a picture of some penguins because this is kind of their original habitat. So, overall, we'd covered 7 continents. So we're gonna sing a song and do a worksheet. So I'm gonna just play the song here, and you can sing along with me.
The world is split up into continents. There are 7 in all. And if you get the gist, we're gonna make a list from biggest to small. They are Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia. Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia.
Hey, my name is Asia, and more than half of the world lives here, but whatever.
And I am Africa with desert for miles, and my Nile is the longest river. North America, start down in Panama, wide open spaces all the way to Canada.
And South America with animals galore, where the rainforest grows, cause the rain really pours.
I'm Antarctica, and I'm totally ours.
And I'm Europe, you're welcome, for the pasta, pizza, waffles, and fries.
I am Australia, some call me Oceania. I got a lot of islands, too many to explain to ya.
We are Asia, Africa, North and South America, Antarctica, Europe, and finally Australia.